The music. It's not restarted. There we go. Perfect. It's restarted. Good job, Zero. Post a notification there.
Oh no, it's cursed. I gotta put it. I sometimes make emojis and then I don't save them. So I'm gonna put this in my emoji folder right away. As I'm gonna start doing with all my emojis that I make.
The emoji folder is a good place. I almost just immediately posted tomorrow's PEA shorts ask instead of posting the update journal. The stream journal. Promos.
Oh, what? What?
Promos.
Powomos? Powomos?
Are you having fun, Zero?
Oh no, whoa.
You're not having fun?
I don't know. I am attempting all of the fun.
You're attempting.
The fun will be had.
You're attempting to have fun, but not actually having fun.
Look, Uwu is a very difficult language to learn, and I am doing my best.
Happy drops in with spiders. Spiders it is then. You're all of the fun. It makes us happy.
Okay, I should open the chat.
You should open the chat.
I should hop over. Should hop over to mod view.
Imagine viewing mods in this economy.
Imagine.
What charge do you think my controller is?
What charge? Do you charge your controller, Lyra? Or do you just let it hang out?
How do you feel, Zero?
There's a lot going on in my brain right now. I'm like all day. I haven't been able to focus on work really because I've just been like planning for my completely normal day tomorrow, you know? And like there's just so much stuff to do, so I'm like still kind of it's hard to focus on any one thing right now. Because I'm just waiting for the perfectly normal day.
Oh, we got
Spider How are you doing?
Spider Gals through all the best pals. You're here, Spider Pals. Hoi hoi.
Hi.
Look out, here comes
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-nt.
Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Who's excited for the completely normal day tomorrow?
Huh?
Who's excited for the completely normal day tomorrow?
Give me a sec. It's getting a little hard to understand you.
Can't believe Zero is betraying me by purposely having a hard time understanding me.
Lyra, you weren't picking up on my telepathy earlier. It just feels like we're breaking apart. You're drifting away. I'm trying to twerk thoughts at you and you're not picking up on them.
Anyways, that's enough stream for today.
Oh no! The Lyra! I'm already pouring a tall glass of spiders.
And isn't there going to be enough depression today with the tall glass of spiders? Without you walking in here being like that?
Lyra, you have to respect the spider's culture. The spiders create wonderful buildings and houses with their twerks.
So anyways...
Have you ever watched a spider twerk their web?
So anyways... We are currently looking for a new co-host for Hollow Knight.
No, behave! Please let me stay! Oh my goodness.
My only true friend is Bidoof.
Lyra just had to remind me of my mortality. Can't believe I've been here since 5:20 and YouTube didn't start yet?
I think it's just being homophobic.
Probably. No way.
Technology generally likes to be homophobic. Yeah, it's just real life.
Oh my goodness, there's this picture that someone posted where it's like a bunch of letters and then it's like the first word you see is your best personality trait and the first 3 letters on the top just say nya. You know, like nya.
Can't believe Zera's best personality trait is cat.
Yeah. I'm trying to find an actual word.
No, it was too late. You've been assigned cat by the meme.
Cat vibe? I can't find any actual words. I found dessert. Oh, desert. I can't spell.
Sounds like you have a pretty dry personality.
What? How dare you? I'm gonna twerk in your face.
So we are still, in fact, looking for a new co-host for Hollow Knight. Feel free to send me your resumes in my DMs.
Oh my goodness.
Government assigned persona, cat.
But I already have a government assigned persona.
What's your government assigned persona?
It's a swift.
Should have been swifter.
It's a type of bird.
You're a bird. Oh no, that doesn't have any fur on it.
But oh, give me a sec. Oh.
So here's a question for all the boys and girls of the class. Do you think I'm gonna lose my 1,973 Geo today?
Are you gonna deposit it first?
Can I easily get to a place to deposit it?
Let me think. I think you can take the tram halfway back to halfway back to Deepnest, go down, and there's a stagway very close by. It's just a straight down and right. And then you can ride the stag station to Queen Station. I have no idea what you just said, but I believe in you.
I believe in you, Zero.
Apparently bird sonas aren't fur sonas? Then why did the government give me a bird? I want a refund from the government. It was, I think it was Little Big Red Wolf. That was the government that was assigning fursonas one day on like a Discord server, and I was like, "Can I has a fursona uwu?" And they were like, "You're a Swift." I'm like, "That's a bird, and I hate birds, but okay." She gave they gave Pepper a trumpet swan, so I feel like they were just handing out birds left and right. But I remember these things. I remember.
I remember. I think I said, "Can I have one?" and got found out.
Which one did you get?
I didn't. I said I think my thing got drowned out by the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lyra. Well, you already have a persona.
So did
You just need a bird sona. What kind of bird would Lyra have gotten, I wonder?
What's my Zero? What would go wrong if I donate all my money to the bank?
Throw it. You don't need money where we're going.
I'm less than 1,000 away from the max balance.
Apparently, Lyra's a flamingo. What Hurry? Whoa, I hit enter too soon. Hurry.
Is this because pink?
Huh?
Is this because pink?
Because it's pink. I'm sure there's other pink birds. Let's see. I feel like what's that one let's see. I thought there was like a parrot that's like white and pink-ish. I don't know anything about birds. This is hard. This is why I'm not a government that assigns personas. Oh gosh. Gotta silence my phone. There's a bird called a gala. It's a pink and gray cockatoo. What?
See, this is why we need to watch more ponies.
Pepper says Lyra is not a gala. You know what a gala is? I had never heard of it before.
It's a bird.
You're right. Oh, of course. Didn't mean to insult your bird intelligence. Bird brain. I think Pepper's kept birds before. So she must know a lot. She's an animal tamer.
Birdmaster.
PkmnMasterWheeler.
What charm should I put on?
What?
What charm should I put on?
For Deepnest, you should put on Wayward Compass and nothing else.
So anyways, we're not taking advice from Zero.
Pepper, what charm should Lyra put on for Deepnest? Grub Song, I guess?
I know I'm not
Obviously Moneymaker.
I was running to deposit my money off screen.
Compass is for the weak. Birdkeeper Lyra. At the gala. Do we need to buy the stag by the dreamer or is it free? Just make your nail as long as it can be. Because you want to stay at least 15 feet away from everything in Deepnest.
Here's a fair point. This is my favorite place. It's so pleasant and cozy. The exact opposite of where we're going. So anyways, welcome to Depression.
Wait, you took off Grub Song. That's a good one.
But we want my nail to be as long as possible.
I guess. You can make it slightly not as long as possible and and get some health back from getting hurt.
Do you hear Zero over here giving me mixed advice?
Because there's like a lot of traversing and you're gonna fall into spikes, so you wanna
This is probably a terrible idea, but I'm doing it anyways.
Sprint Master? Nice.
It was in fact
I like Sprint Master. I personally like Sprint Master. What did you...
I just had to check to see if I could. Foolish and point of doom. You thought you could challenge me? The greatest Hollow Knight player in the world? Oh, those are my toes.
Not your toes. Not the toes of Lyra.
Can't believe I'm getting... Everyone's telling me what not to use. No one's telling me what to use.
We have a first time chat from Schwartz. Schwartz7 says hiya.
Oh.
Welcome to the stream. We have fun here. And depression. No, I think Sprint Master's good. You're good with Sprint Master if you want to have that on. It's totally fine.
You're totally fine.
Oh. You're gonna try Sharp Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh, my screen.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever used Sharp Shadow, but I hear it's really good.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
That's right, you stay down. Hey, look, Schwartz is now following.
Hey, thanks for the
so much.
follow. I love Hollow Knight, so I'm following.
Hey.
Nice. I also like love Hollow Knight.
I also love following me. It's great.
Shush. Stop. Stop harassing that corpse!
Oh, no!
All right.
My knees! They're gone!
No, but you need those.
Scrub. Ow.
Ow.
I'll stop harassing the corpses when they stop harassing me. Stop it.
You like popped that thing like a balloon. Okay, let's see. I trust that you did prep and know exactly where we need to go, Zero. Smiley, did you already lose your kneecaps? The stream just started. I don't need to do prep because we're exploring Deepnest. We're just going to the left. It's like Reverse Mario. I trust Lyra's exploratory skills.
No wonder I'm doing so bad. It's Reverse Mario.
No.
Ah, my kneecaps are gone again.
Oh no.
Zero.
Not the kneecaps.
I trust Lyra immediately. Loses my kneecaps. Don't like that.
Yes, I have lost my kneecaps. I trust Zero with prep. Happy the fool. It's giving me RE4 vibes and not in a good way.
Bye. Oh. You fool. Remember how every time I encountered that I had to go back to the Pond of Doom?
Yeah.
Stop it! There's more. There's more. There's more. Stop it. No. Away.
Yikes.
Don't like
You
it.
got him. You got the spider.
Dislike it. Stop. Get off the wall.
Just glassfuls of spiders. I hate when they all just like kind of pour out.
So that's what the stream means when it says, but she was already pouring. It's all about the spiders.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the ones that like pour out of the ground at your feet. Like they don't hurt you or do anything really. It's just like an aesthetic, but I hate it.
No.
It makes my skin crawl. Oh, you're in this room.
I don't like that it's a noteworthy room. I'm gonna continue leaving it. Oh.
There's gonna be a lot of those big boys. Those big slashy boys. Oh!
Don't appreciate. Nope.
Honestly, the spiders that come out of the background like that are quite, nice for health. As long as you don't get, like, cornered by, like, 3 of them.
Note to self, you can get cornered by like 3 of them.
Oh! Oh! Scary. I have my volume turned way loud, so the Discord noises are like, oh! Nice.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. Ooh. Thought you were cool. Then you had to
Nice. You're like taking these guys out like a boss. What? Lyra's too powerful. Yeah, I had trouble with this room because oh gosh.
It was the prophesized moment. Out. I blame Zero for that moment specifically because she prophesized it.
You almost pogo jumped up to the next platform.
Okay, it's back.
Yahoo! Can I see your map real quick?
Woo!
Oh gosh. Okay, cool.
Woo!
Oh! Oh! No!
Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? No! No! No!
What is Lyra reacting to? What could it be?
Hey, friend. Sleep. Perfect.
It really is asleep. Why is it just hanging there? Oh yeah, keep in mind you do have a cooldown on that.
I remembered after I got hit.
I figured I'd say it because after you got hit for like a few moments, I was like, why didn't that work? Wow.
What?
Utilizing your ability makes you seem so cool.
What ability?
You're like little sharp shadow thing. Just like slash slash and then you like go through it and it dies. And I'm like, oh, Lyra, you're so cool.
Ow, my spleen, I didn't back up. Oh, slow! Nope, 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 nope. Don't do that.
Spiders want hugs. It seems as I have gotten into quite of a pickle. I have seemed to have misplaced my kneecaps, and I think I need help finding them again. Oops.
Come at me, girl. You're cool.
Okay, we're going the right way.
Oh, you're
See,
right.
I have faith there. The chat agrees Lyra is cool and also is not confused but like taken aback that you're actually doing this tree because apparently it's really you found the Weaver's Den. Lyra, you found the secret. You found the secret. Go on inside. Oh, actually, maybe don't go inside.
Why not?
I remember dying in here.
Anyways, we'll come back here later. It's on the map now. Maybe. It will be when we die, or live, whichever happens first.
Everyone wants you to go inside.
Everyone hates me.
You have no friends. Wait, are you going inside? Oh my goodness! She's doing it! Let's go! It is platforming that did me in, so just be careful, okay? The Weaver.
Woo! Gosh dang it.
The silk is possibly what some spells are weaved with. And also like lore tablets and stuff. Pick it up. You got it! You got my favorite minion charm.
Hey.
Oh, read it out loud.
Oh, a silken charm containing a song of farewell by the weavers who departed Halanos for their old home. Summons weaverlings to give the lonely bearer some companionship and protection.
I love that it specifies companionship. Like,
How did you die to platforming?
there's a secret room up in the top that I couldn't get to, and then there's like some spiky passageways down at the bottom. And something I don't remember what did me in, but I remember leaving with like 1 health and then like dying because there's like nothing to get health on in here. Like, I'm not sure so much if I was like, if it was like something really difficult or if I was just careless, but there's just like hardly anything to get health on, and even just losing a bit.
Huh? Well, time to depart.
Huh? Oh. You almost made it though.
Stop.
A friend. But yeah, that is where Hornet grew up. That's her home.
No, cease.
And I think the secret room like up top that I don't remember what's in it, but like apparently that's like her room. And I kind of I kind of wish there was like more. That we could glean.
Take that, you scrub. Everything's fine?
You okay?
A doorway. I love doorways. They're my favorite.
Nice.
Oh.
We have the silk. We're just missing the song. Ooh. That thing in the background reminds me of like aliens from Independence Day.
No. You can't.
What? Wow! I saw that.
Well, this is going well.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Wow, that was 4 masks all at once.
So as I said, it's going well. No, 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 stop that. Ooh. You can't, no.
The knight's face had like spikes in its eye sockets and then you like turned the other way. The like blank expression is so funny sometimes. Oh? Secret? Is this a secret? You did it, Lyra. You made it. This is it. This is where we're trying to get to. Take a leap of faith. Do you see the platform you have to get to?
Oh.
I hate these tiny platforms. They're
Nothing. No.
How you feeling?
Have you ever heard of depression?
Mm-hmm.
Arthritis?
Oh! Ah. Oh. Is there anything more depressing than a broken bench? I like how you like pause to mourn.
Excuse me for a moment. That should be fine.
Let's talk to old stag man.
Oh yeah, I should talk to him over there too. Anyone who's played
Nice.
the game before can probably tell that I've seen this part.
Yeah.
That passy hold, it's not for that. Is it not for that ghastly machine, the tram? I hope you're not thinking of writing that grotesque contraption. thought a mere machine could attempt what we stags do. Foolish, very foolish.
Oh yeah, that's the dialogue he'll give when you first talk to him after getting the tram pass.
Yeah,
If you talk to him again, you'll talk to him.
Okay. No, not travel.
If you
Where are we? I've never been to the station. There's a strange air of danger to it. Let me take you somewhere safe quickly. Alas, I need to be here.
I love it. It's just like, what are you doing here? Let's get out of here. Nobody likes to be here.
Oh, thank goodness I can see everything now.
Yeah.
That was a lot of loading. Oh. Hello.
Happy feels scammed that you have seen this.
Greetings. You're very tired. Sit and rest.
I wonder what they say if you dream nail them.
Minds are protected. If it makes you feel better, I would not trust this at all. We might all...
Just friends. Yeah, there's nothing trustworthy. Oh. And then the closing. Oh, that I love the way the game just like makes it so you can't move, and then they like come in. It's just so unnerving.
Wiggle faster.
So since you couldn't get any Dreamnail dialogue from them, Happy says, "Oh, I guess they're not real things."
They've trained to protect their minds.
Wiggle wiggle. The music. They've trained to protect them.
They didn't want their minds being read. Want to make sure I got that right. Dang it. Woo. I got hit. Which undid most of the juice I gained from that.
Yeah, that's a shame. So anyway, I walked in there, ignored them all, sat on the bench, and then had a surprise Pikachu face like a fool. I definitely like you can tell that most people do not trust it because they walk in, see the bench, and they like talk to everyone first. Because it's like, when I sit down, something's gonna happen. So let me like see what these guys have to say. They all say the same thing, but
Slightly different.
slightly, yeah.
No. Was there any sort of secret? Was there any sort of secret I may miss by just getting comboed right back into the wall?
Ooh. I don't think so. Let me think. I believe this section is just get to the end. But it doesn't get locked off, I don't believe. So you're always free to come back to this area.
free to return to the
If that's what
fishing.
you're asking. It's a baby.
It's a real baby.
If you dream nail the babies, I believe you can tell if they're real or not.
Oh.
I think the fake ones say things like hunger, light, or whatever.
That's vastly less traumatizing to the babies than charging my sword strike in front of them.
Happy's like, why would you tell Lyra that?
I see Happy gains great amusement from watching me charge my sword strike in front of the babies every time.
I wanted her to live in fear. Lyra, how do you feel?
Betrayed, honestly.
No, yeah! No! Tails, I remember I was like screaming. I was like, you didn't talk to the people! She trusted the bench so hard, she thought she could like rest at it before engaging with whatever they were. You did it!
The sleeping figure lays atop the stone plinth.
Plinth. I don't even know what that word is. It's Sleeping Beauty. You should kiss her. I think this means... No, we are not done yet. We still have the Watcher Knights.
Oh, yes, the Watcher Knights. Bound for brood for child. Fair bargain made. Give all. For her! Wait.
She's so plump. For her. For her. Go on, Lyra. Smack Hornet's mom out of oblivion.
See, I wasn't gonna say it.
I think it's interesting that two of the dreamers are boss fights, and then the third one is just traversal of the location, basically. Like the area itself is the boss. I totally didn't expect it. Like, I went into Deepnest last and I expected there to be like a boss fight at the end. You didn't know? Yeah, that's Hornet's mom.
Yeah, that's why she said for her. That's why that's why I dream nailer when it said for her, and oh, hello.
La fenu venido.
Hornet. No, we're half siblings.
We're half siblings. Unfortunately, we are not part spider. We don't get cool thread attacks. So you're seeing the beast, and you head towards that fated goal. I'd not have obstructed this happening, but it caused me some pain knowing we stand idle. What? You might think me stern, but I'm not completely cold. We did not choose our mother. So happy. I'm sorry to tell you, but this is like not even vague.
No, Lyra. Hornet doesn't show up here unless you defeat her first in the Kingdom's Edge.
Oh.
Yeah, so I missed this cutscene. I somehow I thought I saved Deepnest for last, but I didn't get this cutscene. And I think it's because even though I went to Kingdom's Edge, I didn't fight Hornet. So she doesn't show up here all the time. It's pretty so it's something that can be missed.
So 0.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all valid points, but Happy says I skipped the dialogue.
What? Why do you think Hornet came here? What? Did you just think the tree was her mom?
So anyways, we do not choose our mothers or the circumstances in which we are born. Despite all the ills of the world, I'm thankful for the life she granted me. It's quite a
I love Hornet.
Oh, I missed the end. 0, go read the last bit for me.
Okay. It's quite a debt I owe, only in place of her to pass and taking the burden of the future in her stead, can I begin to repay it.
Hakana Sagamos.
Leave me a ghost. Allow me a moment alone before this bedchamber becomes forever a shrine. Mother, forgive my inaction, but another path may be possible.
Yeah, she was there and allowed it to happen because she believes in us. She believes in us, Lyra! We can defeat the infection.
Oh, those are spikes. Oh, I'm here again. Hi, I know I was just here. There's spiders. No offense. But there are very rude spiders down there. Do you think she has like 2 extra sets of arms under that cloak?
Ooh. That would be cool.
Oh, there are more spikes. Nothing is safe. Trust no one, not even yourself.
It is always funny when like when an art style depicts bugs as having like 4 limbs, the spiders will be the ones with like the extra. Sometimes.
I noticed that Mom had like 6 limbs or 8 limbs or something like that.
Ah.
So I was like, do you think she does too? Just under the cloak. Whoa!
That would be really cool, yeah.
That's my headcanon now.
Yeah. I want the character to react like this. That was your mom? Shut up! Hornet, back again, huh? Or maybe she can retract her actual arms like Angel does. I was thinking Stitch. My brain went to Stitch. The way he just like pulls his arms in. I read a comic with a character that had extra arms. The artists admit that they drew them in a cloak to hide them most of the time and not deal with how they connect to the body! coolest Star Wars characters, in my opinion, is General Grievous with his like spinning extra arms. Are you caught in a loop?
Yes. This is new.
No. What? Oh. You said that as soon as you walked up to the little nubbin that the grub that was holding the grub. I wonder, do you remember who else was found down in the Deepnest, Lyra?
No.
Another character that we all love.
No.
Zote!
Smoked?
We missed Zote for some reason. We never found him. I wonder if he got eaten.
Yeah, we're putting that on after we leave.
Look, it's the babies. They're here for companionship. Oh, and when you sit on the bench for a while, they lie down. They're very cute.
Valid, but I choose to not have spiders crawling around me in this area.
That's fair. They're not horribly useful. I literally keep them on sometimes just for the companionship.
I can't tell if I was told not to fall now or back when we were in the room still.
You definitely don't want to fall now because it'll take a while to get back up.
Okay.
But there's an entire section that you can traverse in order to get back up. So it's like pretty interesting, I guess. But I don't remember what you get out of it aside from just giving you a way to get back up. So we don't have to do it. Unless you want to like, I mean, it'll give us something to do instead of going back to your real depression, which is to watch your nights. Oh, you know what we should do? Did we ever upgrade your sword?
Once, twice,
Twice?
I think twice.
Let's see. Will we be able to upgrade it again? Was there ore down in the... Oh, I think we picked that up. Yeah, we beat Nosk, so we picked up the ore. Hollow Knight mask shards. Because we wanna... If we were gonna fight the Watcher Knights, having more health would definitely be nice. So let's see. There's got to be at least one more to buy from Sly. Unless you bought that one.
That's a good question.
It's the 1500 one. There's one where you can fight the Brooding Moloch for. Brooding Moloch should be a pretty easy boss fight if you want to go try that one. It's in the Forgotten Crossroads. We've definitely got that one. We definitely got... For the golems.
Hello, robot. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
We just defeated Deepnest.
Isn't it exciting? Now we don't have to go back there.
Ever again. Ooh, the Stone Sanctuary. That's a fun boss fight. I'm sure you'll love it. Okay, so trigger warning for heartbeat sounds. And we're going to have to go to... So on your map, you should be able to tell where the Grub Father is, and then the tall room, right? And under the tall room, there's a room, and then there's the room directly to the left of it. Though I don't think there's an entrance that way. You might have to like go around. Okay, yeah. So do you see where the Grub Father is?
Yeah.
Okay, so to the right of the Grub Father, there's the long thing with all the buzzy bees that like and the platforms, and then down you see the bird cage shape under that room, and then you see the room attached to it. Above that room that you don't have on your map yet, that's where the Brooding Moloch is. And I think you might be able to see a little opening where you can enter there.
I think I saw a little opening.
Cool. I like how I'm like poking and prodding at my computer screen as if you can see it.
We can visit Sly to see if we purchased it, which you probably did. All things considered.
Yeah, no worries. I remember that's quite a... Oh, Bretta! She's sitting at the bench. Yeah, I remember the heartbeats are quite a disturbance. But it looks like we're not there yet. Zero, which do you prefer, ferrets, weasels, or stoats? Ooh, that's difficult. I want to say I have a partiality to stoats, because I had a Beanie Baby that was a stoat when I was a kid. My savior, so close. If you sit on the bench next to her for long enough, she starts to blush. Papanada.
Papanada.
Papanada. Lyra, look, your girlfriend.
I've saved at least one. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. Huh? What?
I probably saved more than one.
So generous. She's like, woo! Woo! Nice. 734. Otters are the best mustelids.
Ow. The real stories are all great.
I think I have a huge like a bias built up from my childhood towards badgers and otters and against ferrets and stoats because of Redwall. Like the Redwall series is very it picks and chooses its good and bad species. It's one of those like fantasy worlds where, you know, like the elves are good and naturally good and the orcs are by nature evil, right? Except Redwall's like the people are animals, like just regular animals, but they still do this thing, so they're like pick different animals to be good animals and different animals to be bad animals, and it's kind of there's like a logic to it, I guess. Like they decided weasels are a bad animal. It's like, okay, I get that. It's like there's the sayings like I like a weasel, you can't trust them or whatever. You know, you have like mice. Mice are good animals, but rats are by nature evil. It's like you kind of get the sense like, oh, okay, like in culture, like mice are small and cute and gentle and dough-faced, and then rats are like sewer creatures and they're dirty and sharp and they'll bite. But it's really funny because when you actually look at the animals, like they look pretty much the same.
Uh,
Huh?
Happy did a cheer and I can't see the whole thing.
Oh. It's a bunch of triangles, and it says, I swear you used to be able to cheer custom amounts. Anyway, I have the rest of my bits. Oh, it says, anyway, have the rest of my bits. We can get the last 2 ores for 300 essence, and on Coliseum too. It's perfect. I'm amazed you didn't cheer 69 happy, says Tails. Happy really wants you to do Coliseum. What say you?
That sounds illegal. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
How you feeling, Lara?
Like you betrayed me. Oh.
It's
Oh,
fine.
You move. Oh, you move. Oh, you move.
Careful of its limp wrist. But yeah, when it does the frump and like all of it comes out, try to jump over its head or through its body. You gotta get to the other side. Nice. Ooh, no, not nice.
Oh, it's jumping a lot. It's jumping a whole lot.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's jumping a whole lot. Oh. Oh. Okay. You lied to me. You said it was gonna be easy.
Relatively easy.
Relatively easy is a lot different than easy.
Hey, it's the easiest boss that isn't like False Knight.
Oh. So anyways, Zero betrayed me.
Mm. Slug? Slug is a legitimate recommendation for Nightmare King. I can tell you that much.
It's time to pick up Junior from...
Zero always betrays you on these, Lyra. Slug is cheese for Nightmare King. Surprises when she doesn't. You know, it's one of those bosses that I only died a moderately large amount to. Oh gosh.
I'm allowed to pick up Junior from school before the fight starts?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh. That's cheating.
Huh.
I dashed and then spit everything everywhere.
Oh.
What? Hold on.
Huh? Hold on to what?
My soul.
Okay. Yay! Nice.
Oh. I did it. I'm a
Yay,
genius.
you did it.
Master of the game. Best Hollow Knight player in the world.
Yeah! First try, no mistakes.
First try, no
Oh, you
mistakes.
got it! You got it midair! And it like landed it to, on the side to die.
Oh look, we got a new mask for it.
A whole new mask. Good job, Lyra! Oh wait, did you buy one from Sly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I guess, I guess the question then is,
Oh.
what do you want to do next?
What do you want to do next? No. Where am I?
I want to watch Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. See it first Wednesday at 6 p.m. everywhere Friday. Get tickets. This ad was custom made for me. I'm on this website and this ad pops up and I'm like, oh, it's my boy.
I'm sad.
Yes. Hmm?
I'm sad.
Why are you sad?
It doesn't look like there'll be a Detective Pikachu too.
Yeah, Yeah, where's the Detective Pikachu 2? Though, to be perfectly fair, Detective Pikachu 2 ended in a way that it was difficult to figure how they were going to do a Detective Pikachu 2, whereas Sonic 2 ended in a way that was like, that was a nice setup movie, I guess. So, like, we're getting the real movie next, right?
I deserve a Detective Pikachu too.
You do. I wonder how they would do it. Would they, like, stuff Pikachu with someone else, or would they, like, put Ryan Reynolds back into Pikachu? Shout out to the fact that Zero ruined Fanta for me. Every time I drink it now, I can only think of bug juice. You're welcome!
Come at me, bro. I dare you. Weak.
Artemio agrees and says, I just want more movies in that universe. HD toxicity. Let's go. Let's give Watcher Nights another try, Lyra. I think you have a good shot at it now. You have one extra mask shard. You have a stronger knife. You're well warmed up from Deepnest, and you have both Shade Cloak and Sharp Shadow.
Looking sharp.
Looking real sharp. As a fart.
Friendly reminder that we're still looking for new co-hosts for the Hollow Knight streams.
I was just reading the chat, Lyra. I look over and all I see is Javier saying as a fart.
And Javier is just qualified from being available for the role.
I deserve a Detective Pikachu too, so I can wait 3 years to watch it just like the original.
Tails,
You're getting bullied.
Tails, I didn't ask to be called out like this. I'm just sitting here trying to appreciate Pikachu. In fairness, I had like nobody to watch movies with when Detective Pikachu originally came out. Especially Pokemon related ones.
Having someone to take you, or even someone for you to take to the movies, is a huge push for me to watch movies also. I also barely ever watch movies unless I'm like, I want to spend time with someone, and that's like a good way to do that, or I want someone to see a movie.
She ran off with my money.
Oh! Your money, Lyra, no!
So what's up with that?
Well, you can hit it.
Very weird.
It wasn't a real bank. She just was gonna stealing your money. Okay, so basically, you can find her later. In in the you know the room with the butterfly that sings?
Yes.
Above the butterfly room, there's a big hot tub, and she took all your money and ran off there, and you can go there to collect your money back from her with interest. But basically, what it means is there's no longer a bank.
Disrespectful.
I believe she runs off if you like hit a certain threshold. Like if you hit a certain amount of money. So if you want, you can just let her hold on to it for you. For now.
Yeah, so
Because she's not gonna spend it.
Yeah, so
But
that's what I
yeah,
was thinking. I was like, it's still safe with her when I die.
yeah. And I believe you get interest. There's like a small amount of interest. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Is this speed runs? Or does it take too long to get?
What?
What's this called? The Sharp Shadow.
What about the Sharp Shadow? Is too hard?
I said, is it used in speed runs, or is it too time consuming to get to be considered?
I'm pretty sure it's too time consuming to get. I didn't see it in the one speedrun that I watched. But the speedrun I watched was any percent, so I don't know if there are like 100% speedruns where it is worth getting. But I think most speedruns spend as little time as possible in Deepnest? Was that where we got it? I don't even remember where we got it.
Too easy.
You just dodge between their legs and smack them on the bottom. There he is, Larian the Watcher, staring down at you. Yeah, I believe to get up there, you just go straight left until you see an elevator.
You already have to quit. I'm not good at going straight.
I saw a TikTok where this guy's like at the doctor's, and it's just like different ways the doctor tells him he's about to die. One of them is like the doctor like gives him a bottle of pills and is like, take this for the rest of your life, and he looks at it and is like, but it says take it for 2 weeks, and he's like, that's what I meant. One of it is like, all right, give it to me straight, doc, and the doctor's about to say something, he's like, wait, give it to me gay. Let me think. I forget how he said it, but he like basically just like Bobby snap, and then they like laugh, and then he's like, but seriously, you're dying, you might want to call your family. Did you sit at a bench?
Yes.
Lyra! But yeah, there are a few things in this game that people tend to okay, I won't say people because I can't speak for everyone. But there are a few things in this game that I definitely watch people stream it for their reactions for, and one of them is the bank. Like encouraging people to put money in the bank until they like reach that money threshold, and then just watching their like reaction when she's just gone. And they're all like, where my money? The other one is the Coliseum, or like any time Zote shows up. Good luck, Lyra.
Lord knows I'll need it. Can you stop panicking for 5 minutes? I did it. I beat one. Oh no.
Yay! Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Death approaches. Best get out.
You beat 2?
I did?
I think so. I think you beat 2 because I saw 2 of them get revived. I recommend the Swift nail, whatever it's called, the one that makes you hit like really fast. That's the one that I used when I went to fight the Watchers after your last Watcher stream. And you can get like 2 hits on them before having to dodge their sword strikes, which can be pretty good.
Very polite to the elevators, not crush me to death.
It's like, oops! Sorry! Goes back out. Yeah, and like going in the opposite direction of the direction they're like bouncing in can be good too. Especially after the first bounce, because then you can just go under them. Here's Junior.
Picked up for school.
Alright, I've heard about that. If you deposit 2,000 plus, she will run off with your money. And you have to beat the living stuff out of her if you want your money back. It's hilarious. You like just beat her up. And she makes the funniest little lady sounds. Hey, if you don't want to keep all that money on you, there's that fountain for the vessel fragment. That's true.
That is true.
You can always toss your money in there. Ooh. Oh, you're right. Oh! They were bullying you. They're like 2 big boys just standing over you, and you're just this little grub.
It very quickly becomes very hard to handle once there's 2 of them.
Uh-huh.
To an unreasonable degree.
I believe in you. How I feel about like Splatoon sometimes with 4 ink people running around.
The difference is there are 4 of you running around.
The difference, I think, is you're right back in there after you die. And there's still progress, you know? Like you might have died and whatnot, but like you inked what you could and did what damage you could, and there's still going. Whereas this, it like just resets to 0. Lyra, the difference is in Splatoon, there are also 4 of you. Flashback to that time her entire team got wiped out at the same time twice in a row.
Hey.
Which I believe you posted on Twitter?
Yeah.
So follow Lyra on Twitter for Splatoon content.
Another difference is the opponents in Splatoon are human, so the individual encounters you'll be forced to engage with in Splatoon are not predetermined by the game developer.
That makes it harder. For me, at least. I don't know.
It's not about whether or not it's easier or harder. It's about, like, it's not bad game design that the game is a different style of game.
Oh, okay. I'm just straight up talking about how overwhelming something is.
Also, I weirdly enough feel like clunky AI is harder to predict than human people.
I don't think it's clunky AI.
Not clunky AI as in this AI is bad or weird. Just like AI in general is more like rigid and programmed because it literally is programmed than what a human would do. And because of that, it's AI in general, not this one specifically. I feel it's harder to predict.
Really? Okay. Hmm. The randomness can play against you in ways, for sure. Try bouncing on them more, maybe. Because that's not where their strikes typically land. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta jump more.
You gotta jump more.
But I'm out of shape, Lyra!
What if I'm out of shape?
then I guess we're both out of shape. Tune in next week for more amazing comedy. What Lyra means is that there should be 4 of you. Wait, did those beetles rip off Sonic's spin dash? I like how in Smash Brothers, Sonic's moves are spin dash again, another spin dash, and this spin dash goes up and down.
One of them's the homing attack.
True, but it looks like the spin dash. Just be careful when you are bouncing, because they will start bouncing as well. So don't stay, like, over them too long.
I think this is an even worse case than the...
What was that?
I think this is an even... Oh no! An even worse case than the... What's it called? Fight. I can't
Mantis
remember.
Foot?
Yeah, that one. About being hard to predict.
Uh-huh.
Like being hard to... If there are any tells, it's hard to see them because of how chaotic it is. Like that was already a problem in the Mantis Lord's fight, and now that they're like not synchronized, it's even more of a problem.
Yeah. For real. Yeah, this it's pretty bad. That one jumped right up and down. Ooh. You snuggled his back.
Yeah, the Stradivarius says the Mantis fight is at least patterned. This is 2 different folks doing 1 of 3 or 4 attacks randomly.
Yep.
I feel like the Mantis Lord fight could have been done better. Well, this one just is straight up bad. Like, this is not a good way to make it difficult.
Oh well. We have to get past it if we want to beat the game.
Oh yeah, especially since it's like a required thing.
Yeah, the Mantis Lords, I believe, are completely optional. Because you can get into Deepnest in another way. And the Mantis Claw you pick up before you get to the Lords. You killed one?
Oh,
When it happens off screen, I'm always like, what? Happy apparently likes to use dive in this fight. But, like, the problem is, you need your soul to heal. Like, I'm never picking up enough soul to actually shoot at them. Because if I'm not healing, I'm dying. I like how Lyra is struggling really hard with this fight, and then Happy's like, if you have time, you can dream nail them as they're about to spawn in mid-fight. When is Happy going to do like a Hollow Knight Let's Play and do all of these things?
Zero. We're too busy dying. We're too busy using our soul on healing. We're dying to shoot at people. Happy having tried and not getting hit.
Though I do suppose dream nailing them mid-fight would give you soul, so that could help. I don't know.
See, this is why I don't jump. I feel like the second I start jumping, they do too.
The jumps are the bouncing. Isn't bad to avoid until they start doing it like from different angles.
So like the whole fight?
No, like there are ways to keep them at one end of the field. So that you can basically focus.
Also, funnily enough, I'm rarely coming across the issue of, oh no, I needed that soul I just shot to heal. Because I'm rarely finding an opportunity to heal in the first place.
Oh, okay. I keep seeing you grabbing heals, so I'm like... You are getting some health back, but it's like 1 or 2.
That's another
very
thing
rarely.
About these styles of fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one-on-one boss fight, they have like times where they like stagger, so you can like heal if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish the shadow dash was a different button almost.
Mm. You can change that.
Oh, different button from the regular dash?
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not like 100% sure that'd be a good idea. Just like sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I could just like regular dash away.
Oh,
not
and
waste,
save your...
yeah, not waste the shadow dash.
That's certainly an idea, yeah.
I'm not sure how good of an idea it is, but it's something I couldn't. I say it's something I wish I could try, but Lord knows I'd just like forget it was a thing if I did it.
Hmm.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Wah!
Yeah, look how easy fighting 1 is, but how impossible fighting 2 is.
Mhm.
It also would be more reasonable if it was like, do it fast. Like, if as long as you fought it fast enough, you could stay fighting only 1, it would be more reasonable. But even if you kill the first one as the second one spawns in, a third one will immediately spawn in.
Yeah. Yeah, phase 2 is always 2 at once.
Like that one change would make this fight a million times better.
Someone needs to get Lyra on the Hollow Knight development team. Fix all this bad gameplay.
I mean, wasn't this their first game?
This is their second game, but their first game was like a 2D Zelda sort of Pac-Man thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great.
Yeah. I didn't have much experience. I'm not like, you're like, oh, bad developers are bad. I'm just being like, some of the stuff is unfairly hard.
You would think that they would at least get like it tested.
They gotta have tests as well as an indie developer could probably. Especially since like play testing to see how enjoyable something is very hard. You always have to change the people out because they get too used to it. Which probably isn't even an option for a small little indie developer.
Even worse if you're just playtesting your own game.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about stuff like Mario Maker Kaizo that like blows my mind is that like the people who make it have to have beaten it in order to put it out.
Some of the... See, the thing, I've made some unfairly hard levels, and the thing about them is when you're making them, when you die, you... in the testing mode, it gives you like a shadow of where Mario hopped, so you can like, what I've done, I wasn't even like purposely trying to make it super hard. I was just like, this feels like something fun. Was I just ran full speed, had Mario jump as far as he could, and placed a block wherever he landed. And as the person who made the level, it was easy. You just do this and you just go Mew. But as people just playing it, probably was stupid hard. I especially know this because I tried playing it like a year later and I was like, oh, Oh wait, hold on.
The consequences of your actions. Well, well, well. What have we here?
Also, already notes that some people will just hide doors to skip to the end somewhere in their levels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way. That should be illegal. What
Yeah,
if they accidentally make one that's like impossible?
See, that's why whenever you get a stupid hard Kaizo style Mario Maker level, the first thing you do is walk to the left and jump.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause sometimes there's just hidden blocks going up to a door.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've gotten one of those in just like random play, and I've done that. I'm like, yeah. Although people know that people know that, so some people have actually put fake dev doors in that trap you.
Uh-huh. So Zero, does this game have BS bosses?
It has at least one.
I think this game has a BS
Ooh.
parkour segment.
Ooh, do you see that? Do you see that double swap speedrunning tactic?
Wait. I'm like, oh, that double swap? Cool. I didn't see what double swap you were talking about until later. But you can see now how with the fast blade you can most likely take out one of these guys before the real fight starts. Yeah, there we go. I didn't have the sharp shadow, but I just wailed at it.
I've taken out that's why I know that the second one comes up, the third one comes up when the first one dies no matter what, because I've beaten it before the second one's come up multiple times.
Oh yeah, I'm just pointing it out as a as what I was referring to illustrate, since you were like, oh, what? That's impossible the first time.
I said it's impossible as is, and I'd watched you do it before, so I knew it wasn't very impossible though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you needed was like a better blade, I think, for it to be possible. Woo!
Gosh dang it.
Okay, just two more.
If only this would matter.
If only.
But how unbelievably fast I killed them didn't matter. I still was forced to fight the next two at once.
Yep. Yeah, it's better when they're more in sync, when you like have them both in the one side and they come at you from that side.
The whole problem is that they're not in sync. That's the big thing that makes the Mantis Lords just not as good as they could be, while this one just straight up bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I get nervous doing the Pantheon because of these guys. There are a few bosses in this game that make the Pantheon make me sweat, considering going into the Pantheon. You have one mask down.
You have one mask down.
One. I also hate that the second guy will just start coming out before you've taken out the first one. So you can't even, like, take your time and make sure you're at full health.
Fair, but again, I almost feel like it'd be better if they just, like, slowly poured in. And just, like, the goal was just to do it fast.
Uh-huh.
Like, at least that'd be a goal. Like, the goal is don't get hit when you're constantly being attacked. Usually from two sides.
Yeah.
At completely different rates. Like, it's completely random, like...
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much, like, oh, if you're jumping, they jump. Because it always feels like when you're bouncing on their head, they always bounce up and down as if they're trying to get you, but you can't, like, trigger it.
Happy back in with the have you tried dodging device. I'd like to note that I'm not purposely tanking for those hits, I'm not good at dodge.
Yeah, I don't read the ones that seem like it's just play better, because that comes with time, I think. At least it did for me. Like you said, like with test players, you gotta switch them up, because if you just base it on make the player play longer, probably not the best.
That's not what they're basing it on. It's, what is it? It's just that if you have the same playtester, like, if you have a playtester play this fight, give the person advice on how to make it more fun, test it again, and repeat, and again, and repeat, and again, and repeat. They're getting better at the fight.
Yeah.
So, like, what their advice is starts to not work for first-time players because they've become experienced players.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I also feel like there's a difference between, like, having a good fight and having a fight that, like, you've gotten used to. Because, like, anyone, even someone like me, can get good at this fight given enough time. You know?
I feel like you're not understanding my side of it.
You're saying, like, when they're doing the tests, the play testing, the play tester's advice is not, like, loses effectiveness because they've gotten experienced playing the game, right?
Yes.
So they've basically crafted a boss that is for experienced players?
No, just they're getting bad at telling. Like the I can't talk right now.
So I think it's what I thought the first time then. Because they're like, they just can't know what's like going to be the problems that first players are going to encounter because they're not encountering those problems anymore. They've like overcome them. Right?
No.
So they're like, no?
It's more than that. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. I think I get the general basic what you're saying is that they have to switch out the test players though, like that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, you want to make the game playable for anyone, like general audiences. It's not.
I think what's people keep throwing around the word bad, and it's not. They're not bad playtesters. They're not crafting it for experienced players. They're just no longer effective at the information they need to test for new players because they are no longer new players.
Uh-huh.
People tell me to jump and it never works. I hate how random this is. Like you can't get good at this fight. You can get good at not getting hit. You can get good at the game to the point where you no longer can avoid getting hit, but you cannot get good at this fight specifically.
Oh?
It's too random. There's nothing to learn.
Well, definitely don't jump when they're jumping. Jump when they're not jumping.
I jump, and then they jump. I'm not intentionally jumping when they're jumping.
Oh, okay. The issue comes from the fight being purely based on what you do and how you react to the moves.
I think this whole game does that. And that's where a lot of the issues come from. Not that that direction is bad in and of itself. It's just that there is no pattern memorized. There's literally no pattern. It's different every time. That's the problem.
The other fights are often more patterned and run through cycles. This is a pure reaction fight. It doesn't make sense to me to make a fight this difficult be, like, required for completion.
Yeah, that's also another thing. I think this is a pretty unreasonable fight, even if like difficulty based on RNG just isn't fun because it makes it just isn't fun.
Okay. Unfortunately, since we live so far apart, I can't come over and help you beat it so that you can continue with the game. Which is probably what, my siblings would have had me do if they were to play this game. Because they also try my games sometimes, and it's like watching them play is it's like, oh, come on, let me just do it for you. And when you're like sitting on the couch, it's easier for them to pass the controller over. There are unreasonable challenges in this game that I appreciate. Like, the Path of Pain is, like, tucked away somewhere, and it's this thing where it's like...
I'd like to note that what makes this unreasonable is it's not something to learn. It's not based on skill. Let's face it. It's not... It's just stupid. Like, it's not specifically how hard it is that makes it dumb. It's the inability to learn from your mistakes and come back and do better. It's just train your reaction time.
That's what I was saying. Like, I wasn't really... Like, I guess maybe I never really got exactly what you're saying about the test play, but what I was saying was slightly different, and that's more in line with what I was trying to get across, is this fight in particular is the game developers are just like, if you play it long enough, you'll beat it.
You know what? It is totally fine to have fights much harder than this, as long as you can, like, learn from your losses and get better at the fight. You cannot do that with this.
You can just train your reaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like... if you play something long enough, you're going to beat it, I guess, is the thing, and that doesn't make it a good...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, the only reason I even beat the second two the first time I did it was because I lucked out.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what's like... And I know maybe you won't be the same, but like, I feel like I'm gonna get to the end of this, and it's gonna be because of dumb luck, and I'm not gonna feel good about the win. I'm gonna feel like, I got a lucky thing. Oh boy, that sure was not fun and not satisfying in the slightest.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely something to be said about, like, how you approach these kind of things. Like, you clearly cannot see any value in just doing the same thing over and over again until your, like, muscle memory has kicked in. Like, because the fight doesn't actually provide any real,
And you know, I actually can
content.
get behind that, because that's honestly what, like, most player versus player games are. Just
What?
like, that's like kind of what Splatoon is, or like Smash Brothers is. It's just train until yeah. But that's like to play against other people. This is specifically for one fight in a single player game.
Yeah, well, so, like, that's the thing. Like, in the right, like, you come into this game, or this boss fight, just, like, completely, like, it's impossible to learn the fight. Which means you're never going to enjoy it, you know? Like, you're gonna beat it and you're gonna be like, okay, I finally got past that terrible boss fight. Whereas, like, the only reason I, like, have a different experience is just the approach, with the mindset that it's not because I don't have any real bearings to know that this is a bad boss fight. I just know that it's like terribly hard and I can't beat it. So once I trained my muscle memory and I played for like an unreasonable amount of time and finally got to the point where I can just jump in and like beat them if I want to.
One of the things that makes this so bad is like how little the rest of the game matters. Like I did this. I left and I came back, and the only reason I'm getting further in it is because I can do more damage faster. Nothing I've learned over the course of my playthrough has helped me with this fight at all.
That tends to be most of the fights in this game, I think.
I disagree.
Oh?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like there have been fights, like that one fight earlier, the one that I got in the second try. Like the only reason I didn't even get on the first try was because I worked up the thing and I forgot to put on battle charms for the battle that I knew was coming. Like, at no point in this game can you come into this fight and just win it. First try.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. Like, I'm thinking about some of the DLC bosses, some of the like endgame bosses, and I feel like when I walk out of that boss room into another, I have to like completely retrain myself in the new boss. Like there's no sort of carryover.
Those are also like, those aren't story bosses.
Yeah. No, like I just mean like like what I was thinking when I said they don't kind of carry. But with like the I think with what's he called? The Traitor Lord has like some elements of the no, that's probably a bad example. Oh, okay, like the broken vessel, the guy that like all the little orange bugs like crawled into, and then it like does things. It's like a mini version of the final boss, which is at once adorable and also like kind of prepares you in a way.
Oh, you bounce off the wall, okay. Okay.
I think try to stay closer to them so you can see what they're about to do.
That's kind of hard to do when you have 1 HP left.
That's fair.
Like, I feel like I keep getting advice for like my low health panic playstyle rather than my general playstyle.
I will admit, when I'm not playing, I tend to look at the masks less. It's such a different experience watching someone play a game than actual playing. Like, you just look at things differently. I think a lot of... It's another reason why I think watching your Splatoon clips was kind of difficult for me, because I'm not in gaming mode. So I'm not, like, looking at what I'm supposed to be looking at. Like, at no point when I'm playing Splatoon am I like, I'm supposed to be the other color. But there's something about just watching a video out of context where I'm like, both colors are equally enemies.
So much RNG to this. There's such an unbelievably stupid amount of RNG to this.
Terrible.
Like... Like, Pikachu Saturn's like, it seems like they do the thing... Ah, dang it. Seems like they do the spin attack when you're far away and melee when you're close up. I can confirm that while they will not do the melee attack when you're far away, they don't specifically do this melee attack instead of the spin attack when you're close.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what... Like, I was just screwed to lose this fight, this round, because he did nothing but the spin attacks on the first phase.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, the first guy usually just melees. More than anything. But you are over 2 hours, so we can end the stream here. Yeah, it's definitely one of those fights that I wouldn't make mandatory for completion. Like, this should have been an extra challenge of some kind. Because as an extra challenge, if you're a player who comes into this fight willingly and you're like, I want to do this, it sucks, but like, I'm gonna do this as long as it takes for me to get good at it, you're in the right mindset for it. But if it's I want to beat this game, I want to see the end of the game, but I'm being forced to play this fight that isn't like well designed or anything, nothing for me to grasp onto, then it's like you're just being held hostage at that point, you know?
Especially since we're like at the point there's not much left to do.
Yeah, at this point it's just like collecting random knickknacks and side quests. And the problem is, even if you like have other stuff to do, which there are other things you can do, but at the end of the day you still have to come back here. It's not like a fight where it's like, okay, I'm at the end of my ropes, like I've done it as much as I can, I think I'm just gonna skip it. No, you can't just skip it, you have to go back. Like, It's required for completion. Ooh. Ah. Question is whether or not we will see the end of the game if we keep running into bosses like these. I think this is the only boss like this, though.
Is any boss actually harder than this, even if they aren't required?
I don't think I'm the right person to answer that.
Happy. Is any boss actually harder than this? Okay, that I expected, honestly.
Okay, yeah. Zode is one I still can't beat. But I don't know what makes double damage more random. But there is just one guy. But he is like really fast and really random. And a lot of like fake outs. Does he still only do double damage? Does he take more? I wonder if a fight that... Did you enjoy Dung Defender?
I don't remember. I think so.
Dung Defender gets a really hard dream version that's actually quite satisfying, at least for me. Where his like dream version barely changes anything about his fight, but you have to do him like 4 times, I think, and every time he takes 1 more mask of health every time he hits you, and he gets a little faster, I think. I don't know if every time he gets faster, but he definitely feels faster. And like by the end I was like in a groove. I never want to fight him again, but it felt really good beating that one. The False Knight's dream version was terrible. I personally found that one of the hardest. And most people say Nightmare King Grim is like the hardest fight, but I don't know if I agree.
I think you mean Niche King Grumpy.
The Niche King Grumpy. The Niche King Grumpy has a really, I don't know if pattern's the right word, but like, he has his tells. But again, a lot of the time I feel like I beat these bosses because I get the reaction time. Or like, I do the practice and I like am able to react eventually, which I don't think constitutes a good boss fight, in your opinion. So like the
It depends.
how
Like, requiring reaction time in and of itself and just like only that isn't terrible. It has to be only one target though.
okay.
That target can be ridiculously fast and funky, but it needs to be one.
then yeah, I'm pretty sure you would also find Niche King Grumpy better than this fight, because he's pretty satisfying to fight once you get it down. And he goes with the music. It's not so much random as it's random, but it's random in the way that the Mantis Lords were, where it's like timed, you know? There's a pattern, a rhythm to it, rather. I hate Zote. Zote's dream form is just the worst. In my personal opinion, the worst boss in this game are the 2 King's molds at the end of Path of Pain. They're just it's just a boss room with 2 mooks in it. Not like low level mooks, but they are mooks. And they don't exist. They're not respawnable anywhere else. There's like there's 2 other times you fight them in the game and they don't respawn. So there's no way for me to practice them. You have to go through the entire Path of Pain to get to their room. You drop down and I just die immediately, and it's like I just spent like 3 hours getting here. I don't have any of my battle charms on because I'm doing Path of Pain. But nothing is worse than this fight in that this is the only fight of this kind that is required for story completion. Mm-hmm. That's what makes this fight bad.
Well, I would make it bad, but that's what makes it horrible.
Yeah, like, I would argue more about, like, this fight being bad with all that stuff, if not for the fact that this is required for completion, in which case it, like, completely negates any of the goodwill I could have for it. You know? Having come out on the other side, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see the tells and, like, I know what to do here and there, but, like, it took me way too long to get to that point for this to be anything that you should expect your players to have to do.
I also wonder how good anything that's like, oh, it took me weeks to beat is.
Right? The reason it's good is because it feels good that now I can beat it. I can hop in and, like, beat them up, and I'm like, yeah. But it's still, even then, it takes me a couple tries. Like, if I were to, like, do a Let's Play of this game right now, I would probably still die to them, like, 5 times before I get to them. Because it is, like, there's so much RNG. Like, you just have to have a good round. Which is why it makes me terrified to do the Pantheon. Because you have to do a boss rush. And when you get to these guys, are you going to have a good round? I darn near cried when I watched the speedrun of this game, and they walked in and just smacked them, and they, like, perished. And I'm like, how are you... I was so mad. It was almost like they were playing a different game. It's like, yeah. Why are they behaving differently?
I can see some stuff about how you would control their movements as I'm playing, but it would take far too much for like any reasonable player. And it's funny. This as with all the flaws like that this fight has, it probably was made for speedrunners, because like speedrunning at its core is banging your head at something until you just like muscle memory it.
That's true, yeah. But no, like what maddened me is like how he beat them. It almost felt like they were different.
Yeah,
It was like,
as I said, I can tell that there is slight stuff about how you can control what they do. It's just very hard to do, nigh impossible when there's two of them on the field. Which once again, that's why if it, I will never stop saying. Okay, I just happened to walk over them. I thought they like I was still wearing the. Gosh, never mind.
you know what the Watcher Knights should have been? They should have been the final boss in the Colosseum.
I'm still just so upset it forces two on you. Like literally, if it was just be fast, that would fix the fight.
Oh.
Like
When it's something like that, they really should have found, like someone should have figured it out.
you know, like
It's
if I could just have a good run where I just keep killing them before the next one spawns in, like I would have been done long ago. I still probably would have had to get all the sick upgrades and stuff, but yeah, this is kind of what I meant when I was like, I know that the upgrades will help, but they won't help enough. Like I can tell they're not as good as like Metroid upgrades, how much they'll like make me feel powerful. I know it's like end stream time. You know, it's reaction stuff, so like I'm basically gonna have to relearn a lot of what I've been doing tonight at the start of the next stream if I don't beat it tonight.
Well, yeah, like it's definitely a bad boss fight, and it's clearly very like frustrating. But if you want to keep going, like I'm here all night. Like we can bang it out, because yeah, I did them in a long session
they're both over
too. What was that?
there. I said, oh, they were both over there.
Oh yeah. When they're so in sync that they like stack on top of each other, and you can't tell where they are. Oh no, yeah, it would be terrible. Tails, like if they were the final Colosseum boss, but that's where they belong. Like I feel like there's a discrepancy in the difficulty between, well, I guess before the Pantheon was added, the Path of Pain was like, this is the hardest sort of here's your parkour challenge, and then the Colosseum was like, here's your boss fight challenge or enemy fighting challenge. And the God Tamer is just kind of like downplayed. Like she's not the hardest thing. in the game. With the Pantheon and the ability to go in and practice bosses, or even if they, okay, hear me out. You have 3 Colosseum battles, and then it unlocks the Watcher Knights. And you don't do a Colosseum before you fight the Watcher Knights, you just go in and it's this boss fight right here. Just as is. With all of the knights without like the one that's killed. So you have basically 4 Colosseums. You have the first one, the second one, the third one, and then you have the Watcher Knights. That's how I would have done it. Because yeah, like this boss fight definitely wants to be like practiced without having to go through a whole a gambit like beforehand. But it definitely doesn't belong in the middle of the story. Like, it needs to go as a challenge mode somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like making it focused on just beat them as fast as you can, and making it not part of the main story would have fixed it.
I wonder if, like, making it beat them as fast as they can will make them, like, doable enough for the story, and then they can, like, have a challenge where they just come out 2 at a time for the
I
Colo.
don't like that. Like that's straight up bad.
Yeah?
Like if they didn't need the 2 at a time, they need to do it more like the Mantis Lords, where it's patterned. Like, nothing about this is game worthy. To be blunt. Yeah, see, I was close to him and he still rolled, so it doesn't have anything to do with how close I am.
Yeah.
Which is very inconvenient because I can beat him before the next guy comes in very easily if he just does the sword swipes, but he doesn't always just do the sword swipes.
Yeah. That was a lot of rolling.
Unfortunately, I have work, so I'm gonna have to stop at 11 in 15
Ah.
minutes, regardless.
Alright.
Good for you guys to be done with this.
It might just be that this is the first game that's so bad you can't beat it on stream. That's no, that's not your problem. Let me see if I can get any ideas. I'm gonna give them a little beat 'em up. The AI on yours at that time was definitely like super weird. Doing all those. Oops. Oh gosh.
I don't know what to do when there's two of them.
Oh. There I go dying the first time. I think it's get close, stay close, hit them twice, and then walk away.
It's too random for that. Like, when there's one, I can do it fine. As long as RNG is that screws me over aside, when it's one, I can do it fine. When it's two, I cannot juggle that.
I'm hopping back in. Let me see if that... Ooh. I can't walk away from them fast enough to avoid their sword.
Starting with a roll. This bodes poorly for my ability to do fight at all. Thank you. Oh my god. What?
Ooh.
Is this game hate me? Oh my god.
Oopsies. Something that was a worse boss experience than Ranger? Man. Smack, smack.
RNG is only ever even a mildly reasonable difficulty thing. It's never a reasonable difficulty thing, honestly. It's more reasonable in RPGs when you can plan around it.
Uh-huh.
But it's never good for like your whole difficulty to be based around, oh, you can't predict it because it's random.
Uh-huh. Oops. Oops.
Why do they keep rolling? Why is it completely random with nothing to work with? There's absolutely nothing to work with in this fight. It's just bang your bloody, broken forehead against the wall until you finally get it. That's our game design, guys. Hope you love it, because it's required.
Yeah. I will say one jump without flapping your wings will get you over the rolling. Ah. Ah. Aside from that, I think you're right to stay on the ground as much as possible. There are jumpy bounces when you can keep on the ground are slow enough that you can walk under them, but I keep getting hit by their swords. I feel like in a boss fight when it's like really hard to keep track of rolling and bouncing, I get embarrassed by getting hit by their swords. Because that's just I didn't walk away fast enough. The thing about staying close is when they do bounce, if you're close to them, they bounce very short distances. Gotta utilize my shade cloak a little more to avoid that sword. Going in for a 5th time. Oof. Oh, the battle started! I was watching your stream.
I'm missing Metroid Dread and Samus Returns. When you die to a boss, it plops you right inside the door.
That would be really nice. Yeah, I'm doing it in the Pantheon, so it basically is doing that. And it's pretty nice.
I hope everyone appreciates me tapping the door every time.
Just maybe it'll break. Apparently, Tails has been trying to play Splatoon, but was so busy watching you, she missed the beginning of her match too. So I think if her team loses, it's your fault.
I blame Zero.
Oh no!
I detest everything about this. Everything about this I hate. Man.
Yeah.
If they melee attacked, if they like actually genuinely reacted to you and melee attacked when you were close to them, that would also make this so much easier and so much better, so much more predictable, so much more learnable, so much more doable, having any redeemable quality. But they had to screw up this fight in every possible aspect they could think of.
At least if you are standing close to them and they don't melee attack, you could see the tells.
What annoys me is there's exactly one redeemable thing about this fight. It's when there's only one, and it's easy to predict.
Ooh, whoa.
So, like, I can tell that, like, if they did things different, it'd be fun and enjoyable.
That almost makes it worse.
Oh, it does. It absolutely does.
Like, whenever you can just see one thing that could change to, like, make things better, it's like, why didn't you just do that?
I think that's the most annoying thing about this fight. Like, any one of the, like, dozen things I've complained about, any one of them would immeasurably improve this fight. And, like, for it to maintain its difficulty that they probably want, they probably would only want to change one of them.
Do you think they would have thought of those changes and decided not to implement them because they wanted it like this?
Probably, honestly.
Like, this is the exact fight that they wanted it to be?
That's probably the case. Like, as I said, it's probably like a big case of like people play testing just got so used to it, especially if it was like the actual game devs play testing it.
Yeah. As if it was Garbo, you could just put it down. But everyone talks about it, so it's like, well, I guess here we are. Ah! Ah! Man. When they bounce, I can at least, like, walk under them and wait for them to land so I can smack them. But when they roll, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
just like walk over, I guess. Like, just gotta. Like, these guys just rolled back and forth like 5 times, and all I could do is like jump over them. It's like,
Yeah.
give me an opportunity to attack.
That's what one of the issues. It's like one of their moves. It's just like, "Hi, I'm here to just inconvenience you, nothing else." And it's RNG what comes up. So sometimes they can just spam the "Hi, I hope you don't like attacking because you're never gonna do it" attack over and over again from both of them.
Yeah, and it's like,
And the longer they do it, the more chances you have to mess up. The more times you mess up, the more you get hurt. The more you get hurt, the more like you can fail. This is probably the last time, by the way.
Okay. Good luck. Let's see. Yep. Here they come.
Speaking of them, just dashing back and forth 20 times in a row.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Yeah, as impossible as it is, like, staying far away from them is much more dangerous because their bouncing it feels so much faster when they're bouncing from the complete other side of the room. And they just zoom into you like a comet. But then when you're like close to them, they like bounce so short that it's like, oh, you're moving in slow motion.
Which is kind of a jerkish mechanic because you're probably going to need to stand farther away so you have more time to heal when you're like hurt. And they specifically attack you faster and harder when you're farther away, so it's basically punishing you for getting hurt.
I wonder if we should try a build that just doesn't involve healing. Like swift nail, long nail, and like just bash them and mark of pride for range.
I should consider, how many charm notches are there?
Overall... Well, that website's annoying, so I'm just gonna boot up my game. Because it's right here. There are one... Oh gosh. I forgot looking at the menu doesn't pause the game. Take me into your arms, Watcher Knight. Apparently there are 11. Yeah, well, I've just been smacking them around with my long, I think it's just long nail, quick slash, and I took off quick healing because I wasn't sure if you had it on. This session. But
That went well.
woo-wee. Well, good attempt, Lyra. We'll get through this some way.
I don't think quick slash helps me.
It's alright. We definitely have different play styles. I'm very much a nail build kind of gal.
Well, I think it doesn't help me with this fight specifically.
Because it makes you get too close.
No. Because I'm being slow and methodical with my slashes. So I'm not necessarily spamming this swing button.
Oh.
Like I'm barely. Anyways, be right back for my third last time.
Third last time. Yeah, quick slash isn't very helpful if you're methodical. I think the reason I like it for this fight is because otherwise I can only get one hit in before I have to like start dodging.
Yeah, you
Whereas
said,
with it I can get two.
yeah, whereas I can get 2 hits in without the help
Yeah.
of quick slash.
Mm-hmm. Of course, my console is always dying, so now I have to plug it in. Trees I can't play. I've been trying to get better at Splatoon lately. I got some tips from you and Tails. With like Tentamissiles and dualies and all that.
How you feeling?
Well, the last time I played, and you were actually watching, I think, I did okay. And I decided to look around for different weapons that also use the Tentamissiles, since it makes sense how to use them, but I hate the point sensor. It just feels so useless. And I
Have you been
don't
able to see what it does?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You see,
I legit don't even know what they look like when they're point censored.
yeah, I figured that you probably just like weren't even noticing when things got pinged with point sensor.
Mm-hmm. Like, I've thrown it out a couple of times just to, like, see if I can find a use of it. But at the end of the day, it feels very much like I'm walking around with a sub-weapon that I'm just not using.
That's fair.
So I'm looking for another sub-weapon. I kind of used the sticky bombs before, so I'm like, maybe I'll have better luck with that. The sticky bombs, I tend to miss people a lot. I'll like throw it down and they'll just like see it and run off. Huh? Are you on your last watcher night? Is that your? They're fused.
Huh. Well, I guess good thing I continued to my third last try.
Yeah, thank goodness you didn't have to relearn your muscle memory. You did it! We made it!
There's nothing after this that'll kill me, right?
There's only... No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. You're all good.
Hey. Yeah, so just subscribed.
Oh, we got a bunch of gift subs from Happy.
Oh.
Thank you for all the gift subs, Happy.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was about to ask, was that the gift subs, because it doesn't tell me if there were gift subs on the thing.
Yeah.
Also one to Tails and one to JJ Walker 123. What did I just pick up?
Oh, you just picked up a Hollow Nest seal.
Okay.
It's money.
Also one to Budgie Griffin.
Woohoo! Hashtag Believe in Lyra 2022. She will defeat your bad game design.
Also,
one way or another.
Also to Colorful Chimera 13. I know that person.
Ah! Hooray! Everyone's getting gift subs. Thanks to Happy.
Yeah.
At least I think so. If anyone is subbing on their own accord. Oh, it says here, Enzo, Jaywalker, Tailsm, Veggie Griffin all got gift subs. Which means, did Nyx sub actually? Oh no, okay. It was separated for some reason. But yeah, Nyx also got one. Hey, thank you. Oh look, you found the telescope. That's where Larian the Watcher watches.
Sleeping figure lays atop song. Alright. So for the last one, I felt much regret. You, however, deserve this. After we became beloved to sleep to serve, bonds must remain. Remain! Anyways.
No more remains. You go away. How dare you?
Anyways,
right?
there was much regret with the last time this happened, but you deserve this one.
Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy this one. Suck up all his juices. Absorb the milk! instantly got the fandom's characterization of Lorian perfectly.
So I guess I should have just gone with the longest nail possible, considering I did it with that once and won immediately. I'm awake.
You live! Lyra, you did it.
I did it.
We can beat the game now.
Wait, don't go back out. It only took 53 tries.
How does it feel to have overcome your depression?
Like I never have to do that fight again.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Lyra.
Thanks. My kneecaps.
So Lyra.
Me?
Lyra.
Me?
What are our plans in terms of endings go? Shall we attempt any additional endings? I will say additional endings will require a lot more gameplay. It's not just a do this to get a different boss. It's like a whole 2 other sections.
So there's something about having to pull up these elevators after putting them down for when I die that has the feeling of that plankton thing where it's like, I don't know, I didn't think I'd get this far. Stop it.
Way it like slowly drifted down behind you.
We did it.
We did.
And as for endings, I have no clue.
Well, that's exciting. I guess we can do the first ending and see how you feel after that.
Okie do.
Because, there's quite a lot more gameplay to this game, but we are not beholden to any of it. If you know what I mean.
Hey, we're already past the worst part of the game.
That's fair.
Tails makes the excellent point of maybe choose an ending after the week break, not right after the worst fight.
Wait, you're going on another week break?
No, just like there's a week between now and the next Hollow Knight stream.
Oh, okay.
Technically, when I take a week off, that's a 2-week break.
Gotcha.
Or a week and
That
a half.
does make sense.
A week and a half from streaming, about 2 weeks from each individual game.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
We did
gonna
it.
be doing boss fight next week. Honestly, I fully expected you to fight the Watchers a bit and then come back and actually beat the Watchers next time. So I am thoroughly surprised and impressed.
Hey. As I
Um,
said, best Hollow Knight player in the world.
Best Hollow Knight player in the world, and apparently the longest nail is the bestest nail. which means we need to get some more charm notches so we can keep both the long nails on
as well as
and get you some more charms.
Which Coliseum reward is the charm notch?
What?
Happy said one of the charm notches was in Coliseum, I believe.
I couldn't understand that.
Happy said one of the charm notches is in Coliseum, right?
Is it?
No.
Maybe. It's
I-
possible,
I know
actually.
I know one is still just at the ladies' hut. Because I do need to try Coliseum at least once.
You do?
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Yes. I think Colosseum's fun. It's a lot of what you don't like, which is like multiple of different things coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like there's something about just the hype of the audience and the way they like feed them to you, and it does give you moments to breathe that you have to know when they are, but there are some enemies that are just very languid that like basically allow you to heal back up. It's like navigating the pattern, which is pretty satisfying for me at least. So I wonder if you'll like enjoy despite the fact that it's boss rush.
Maybe so.
Let's see though. Let's see. The trials will give you, I don't know how to read this wiki. Where are the can they just tell me what the rewards?
Pikachu Saturn says, okay, this says I'm not trying Hollow Knight, which valid. Metroidvanias in general aren't for everyone, let alone some of the more difficult ones.
It is the last trial that gives you the charm notch. I think. Trial of the... Oh, wait, they're named weirdly. No, it's the first one. Okay, so the first one will give you a charm notch. The second one will give you pale ore. The third one doesn't give you anything. Well, money. They all give you money, but like the third one doesn't seem to give you anything special.
First one gives you a charm notch, the second one gives you pale ore, and the third one gives you depression.
Yes. It basically gives you a gold star. It gives you an achievement. And a lot of money.
Don't people know achievements are dead nowadays?
Are they? I've never been an achievement hunter, so I wouldn't know.
They're definitely died off. They're like everyone used to be on Nintendo. Oh, you need achievements. You're so behind the times, and they definitely don't get that anymore because nobody cares that much about achievements anymore. Like they're still around, you know. And people do definitely care about them, but not so much that it's like considered a mandatory feature of your console that you're like behind the times for not having.
The game could have not given me like an actual game achievement, and I still would have done it for like just the personal like bragging rights. Which is exactly what the final trial should be, you know? It's like, you're not gonna go in there as a sane person.
That's always like the catch-22 stuff like that. It's like similar with like the 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. It's like, do you reward the people crazy enough to do all that, or do you like not force people to do all that to get everything.
Yeah, right? I think the golden poo is the most amazing middle finger to like, you have no life. Why did you get all of these?
You would think that, wouldn't you?
It's just so funny. I can't imagine how pissed off I would be if I actually like went through the trouble of getting all of them and like not knowing what the reward is and then finding out it's that. But because I never had to like go through that, like I found out what it was. I just think it's amazing.
Beautiful.
It's okay if they're suffering as long as it's not my suffering.
It was funny. I've distinctly remember that because my dad just found out for the first time that that's the 900 reward like a day or two ago.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, welcome to the pressure that
Welcome to
welcome to the pressure that we've all had. Oops.
Yep. Apparently there were people mad at Splatoon and Splatoon 2 for not having microtransactions.
Interesting. Very interesting.
What do you mean I can't pay for things? I assume it's for people who like want to just pay to unlock things. Where you have money and no time. I just want this weapon, or I just want this shirt, this power up, whatever. Just give it to me.
That's gotta be it, because it does take time to unlock everything in that game. Like I have like 200 some. I can just go in and check. I have 255 hours in on Splatoon. I'm pretty sure I maybe like barely can afford everything.
Yeah, I remember when I said I looked up like other sub weapons for Tenta missiles and found one of them had sticky bombs.
Mm-hmm.
That weapon that has the sticky bombs is like, I need like 20 more levels, or I think I need like or something like 20 levels to like even get to it, and I'm just like, Splatoon 3 is gonna be out by the time I.
Man, you know what another one sad thing about you not hopping on with Splatoon 1 is when it first came out?
What?
The level cap when Splatoon 1 first released was 20. Now it's basically 200.
200?
Yeah, once you hit 99, I believe it like resets to 1 with a little star next to it and could go all the way back to 99 again.
I'm level 16! Lyra! I'm level 16!
I don't think I'm even level 50. Gestures at my 255 hours.
Do you unlock things at level 200?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I've unlocked everything already. I'm pretty sure I had already unlocked everything when I did the thing. And I got back into it recently, and I was only like level 30 something. Like the thing you're looking at that you're like, oh, I need like 20 more levels. That's probably like one of the last things you unlock.
Okay. Yeah, then that doesn't matter. You can have like 500 levels, and if you don't need to like be at any of those levels to unlock things, then that just like tells people how long they've been playing or how good they are, you know?
You also do get rewarded. there's a currency called Super Sea Snails that like lets you upgrade your equipment, and you get one of those for each level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you do keep getting those as you get higher and higher.
Well, see, that's fine. I don't mind if the game continues to reward you for playing in that way. And like that makes sense why there's so many levels. It's just it's just when it's like I want to try a certain thing in the game and I can't until I'm like this level, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I guess like technically it's not that bad because I can try any other roller and like start getting used to that even though it doesn't have like the exact special or sub weapon that I want. It can like prepare me for when I get it. And give me opportunity to like try another special or sub weapon that I may not have if I just picked one that I thought would be the best and never changed up. But it's when I like know that I like a certain thing and I want to try it right now and I can't. It's like a little bit frustrating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's like we want that like immediate gratification. But if I just paid to get that gratification of having that weapon and I try it and it sucks, it's like then I stop playing the game, you know? Like the fact that I have to build up time to get it means I'll be doing other stuff. I'll be training and like learning the game. I'll probably be trying other weapons and within that time I'll have expanded my experience. And then I get to that point where I pick up the weapon and if I didn't like it, I have all this other stuff that I did try.
Mm-hmm.
I've like been forced to play the game essentially. But like if I just like spend this microtransaction, I can try the thing I want to try and then I'm like done. Then what's like I'm not playing the game, you know? Which shouldn't matter, I guess, because they're still making the money,
Tails is
but
like Lyra podcast about games when ignore the part where she's like, wait, no more project ideas. Forget I said that. Interesting idea, Tails.
Isn't that what a stream is? Basically just a podcast.
It's a podcast about games while playing games. Usually,
Yeah.
so the podcast just usually ends up being about the game we're playing. Ignore the Splatoon
I-
talking holiday.
I would never be able to like hold up a podcast for long enough. In fact, it is getting a little difficult to think of conversations. So Lyra, what will you be doing going forward?
Next Thursday, we'll be playing some more Hollow Knight. What we'll be doing, nobody knows, not even us. It'll be a surprise. But before that, tomorrow, we'll be playing some Digimon Cyber Sleuth
Yes.
with Tails. And then on Saturday, what's happening Saturday? Oh,
Yeah.